Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin, and today I am giving you my Sephora VIB sale. I think that's what it's called. Their sale they do twice a year, recommendations, and talking about a couple things on my wish list. So if you are looking forward to the sale or you just want to window shop a little bit for fun, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you have not already, please consider clicking that subscribe button. I upload videos twice a week. It's totally free to subscribe, and I would love to see you back again on the channel in the comments. And yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the recommendations. So I didn't want this list to get crazy and out of hand, so I limited myself to 10 items. And there's a lot more items I could have put on here, but I tried to put things that I think for the most part you can only get at Sephora and not also at Ulta, because in my personal opinion, anytime you can get things at Ulta instead of Sephora, in my opinion, do it, because Ulta has a much better point system. Sephora, their points you can only redeem for certain items. However, at Ulta you can just like bank your points pretty much forever. I mean, I think if you're just a member, they expire at the end of the year. But if you are, I think it's platinum, you can bank them year to year to year. But regardless, whatever points you do get, you can just take it off your bill. Any item you want in the entire store. It doesn't have to be a specific thing you redeem them for, which I think is such a better deal than Sephora, personally. But these are things, like I said, that I believe you can only get at Sephora. Even though some of these brands are Ulta, I think these items are just Sephora. There may be a couple of them that are available at both. Well, first of all, and I will link videos if I have any of them. I know I tried this in a video. I did a video where I was like trying out new brands for the first time, and I tried Freck. This is the Slime Light Multi-Mineral Hologram Highlighter, and mine is in shade Space Face. It looks like this. And it comes, here's the box, and it's just got this little like tip, and it is so nice. I already have some highlighter on, so I don't want to add even more because this is like a glowy highlighter as it is, but I'll put a little on my hand to show you. You really don't need hardly any at all, and then it just looks like that. You can probably barely see the little drop I put on there, but it blends out very well with, I recommend a finger, honestly, or maybe a brush. I feel like a sponge might absorb it some, but it just leaves like a residual little bit of like a pinky lavendery sparkle. I'm not even sure it's showing up on camera. These lights are washing out things a little bit, but it's really nice and hydrating, and I've just really enjoyed this product. They have blushes too. I'm curious to try at some point. By the way, before I forget, I got into the products and forgot to mention April 14th through the 24th is the Rouge 20% off, and April 18th through the 24th is for everybody else. So it's 15% if you're VIB, 10% for Insider. So those are the dates and everything coming up for the sale. The next item that I would highly recommend is from Fenty Skin, and it is the Fat Water. I actually got a whole bag of Fenty Skin and Fenty Beauty related items through Ipsy at one point, and this is one of the things I tried that I absolutely loved. This is the Pore Refining Toner Serum. I'll use this a lot of times at night, and when I wake up, oh my gosh, it really helps with my redness. I have a lot of redness in my skin, and my skin really absolutely loves both the witch hazel that is in this, and I think, I'm looking at the ingredients here, yeah, niacinamide in this as well. Those are two ingredients my skin loves. So if I know I have an important next day and my redness, it's like a lot of redness in this area. My mom said I may be getting her lovely rosacea that she got when she got around my age, so whatever it is, this really helps calm it, and I wake up the next day and my skin looks really nice. And then I can wear something a little more sheer and less cakey, which I'm liking more at my age. I'm 31. More full coverage stuff like starting to settle in my smile lines. So light coverage is great, but that means I need to have not a lot of redness, you know, not a lot that needs covered. So this has been really great for me, and even when I don't use it every day, but it's really nice. It's got this component where you twist the top, and it's got like a hole there that it comes out of, and then you twist it and it closes it. But I've had this a while, and you can probably see I haven't gone through a lot, so it will last you a while if you get this, and I just highly recommend it if you know your skin responds well to those ingredients, niacinamide and witch hazel like mine does. Great. I have, for reference, very combo textured skin. Next up is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. So I got this little tiny mini as an Ipsy sample and it's almost gone, but this is again the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I get it. I get why it's hyped up. There are foundations that I own that normally with other primers they break up throughout the day, that they don't break up, they stay, they last when I pair them with this. So to me this can like make a foundation that's not working work, right? Maybe I won't repurchase the foundation, but I can at least make it work with this so it looks nice to use it. I will say I have not tried the e.l.f. dupe. When I'm done with this, because the Milk Makeup one is pricier, I would like to try the e.l.f. one, not only because it's cheaper, but it also has niacinamide, that ingredient I just mentioned that my skin really likes. So I'd like to try that one and compare it to this one before I repurchase this, but I can attest to the quality of this one that I have tried. Next up, I will leave a post linking my previous video where I tried this palette out for the first time. This is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 4 Transcendence palette, and I can definitely recommend this one. I've had time to play with it a little bit more, and it is absolutely stunning. I struggled with these flakies in that video, and since watching some more videos, I've realized it's better to do that more of like just a bare lid or all over the lid. It doesn't really layer over the multi-chromes too well, but they are really, really pretty shifty shades. It is expensive though, so you know, when I got this, I got it at 20% off. I'm personally not rouge right now, especially because I have been on a low buy. So I don't know, frankly, how much I'll be buying myself, you guys, because I'm not even VIB, I'm an insider at this point. So if I get anything, I'll only be getting 10% off. And like I said, I got 20% off when I bought this. But if you are looking for multi-chromes, if you're looking to get the 20% off, if you've been waiting and wondering, is this one worth it? I personally think it is if you're somebody that likes color and will wear multi-chromes often. I do think it's a companion palette and not really a standalone, just because there are no mattes, and I do feel like for me personally, I like to at least have something in the crease, like a transition shade or something, and maybe like a matte to deepen up the outer corner, give it a little depth, but it's been really great quality. Next up, we talked about Fenty Skin, but not Fenty Beauty, so I have a Fenty Beauty recommendation, and this is the Classic Diamond Balm. I say classic because this is by no means like none of these really are brand new release products. They're kind of like oldies but goodies in my opinion. So if you haven't seen it, here's the Fenty Gloss Balm. And this one's a little glittery, and actually will layer a little bit of this over what I have right now. I like to just take my finger with this one and just kind of push it into the skin. If you don't like something that's really sparkly and kind of glittery, you probably won't like this. It's not like this smooth highlighter. Oh, kind of like what I had on underneath. That happened to be like a shimmery blush. So I actually didn't put any separate highlighter on today, but that was a very smooth, like shimmery highlighter. This is a little more glittery, but I really like the formula. I like how it's kind of like soft, squishy, a little putty like if you really like push into it. I've tried to be gentle with mine, and this is gonna last you a long time, but this is in the shade How Many Carats, this particular one, which works for my skin tone, but you know, they do have different shades if you have a different complexion than I do. Just an iconic product that, again, if you like a glittery blinding highlighter and you haven't tried this one, I can't say enough good things about. Next up is an item I don't actually have, so I'm going to leave an insert here. This is the Guerlain Anti-Aging Double R Advanced Serum. I tried this as a Sephora sample. Let me tell you, the results that I saw like almost immediately were shocking. But if you look up the price, you'll see why I never actually purchased it. But I have tried it, so I can recommend it if you want to spend that. I think for like one fluid ounce is like $175. 20% off of that is still expensive, but if you were looking for, I feel like that's like if you have one serum item that you're gonna use that every day and nothing else, that's like an investment product, you know, maybe that could be the time for it. I personally haven't purchased it, like I said, because I do have quite a few other serums I'm going through that I've gotten from like subscription boxes and things like that, so it's actually both a recommendation and on my wish list. I do have it saved under my like favorites or wish list, whatever it's called on the app, because I would like to purchase it at some point, but I just can't justify it while, like I said, I have other serums and things that I'm currently working on that I've been receiving in like subscription boxes and things like that. So someday. But it was just lovely, just lovely. And when I say results, I mean like the smoothness of my skin, because like I said, I do tend to have a lot of texture, particularly in this area, and it seems like it smoothed me out. It felt like it did to me, so I do recommend that one. I know Guerlain is expensive. Next up, an item that I actually did receive in a subscription box, a couple of these, because most of the time I won't pay full price, like I would wait for a sale. And this one surprised me, but it's from Hourglass, and it is the Hourglass Ultra Slim High Intensity Refillable Lipstick. I've said before, this one it looks like a weapon. It's pointy. And this one is in shade If Only. It's beautiful. When I have worn this, it lasts all day. Like, I've eaten meals and it will like fade, but it fades very like naturally, and the color is still there. Like, it kind of fades around the lip line in a natural way so that it's not like smeary, or like some liquid lipsticks that I have when I eat, just like the middle is missing, so the outside is there, but I have to reapply the middle. This really didn't do that. It stayed even through meals, which is impressive to me, because there are some days that I don't want to be touching up. I'm busy or I'm out and about and I just want to put something on and know it's going to be there all day. I don't have to be checking the mirror in my car in between places or going in the bathroom and checking, and I can trust it. It has consistently not let me down. So this is really nice. Again, it's in the shade If Only. It's kind of like a rosy pink color, but there are other shades, and it's refillable. So perhaps when I ever get through this, I'll get another one, because it is so nice. I have other stuff that lasts, like this Revlon Color Stay one, but I feel like when it fades, it like travels a little bit, and like my lip line gets like a little up too high and or down too low, and it looks a little just, I don't know, clowny. So this one is great. Next one I also got in a subscription box. I think it was the FabFitFun box that I got these in. This is from KVD Beauty, and this is the Go Big or Go Home mascara in shade Trooper Black. This is their volumizing mascara. Oh my gosh, this is probably my top 2 or 3, if not my top mascara. I still really remember liking the Milani, what is that called? The Milani, the Highly Perfect or Highly Perfection, something like that from Milani. But it's been years since I owned that mascara. I didn't repurchase it just because I keep getting sent ones and keep getting ones in the mail that I'm, you know, in subscription boxes and things, that I never run out of mascara, so I haven't repurchased it. But I would love to test that next to this one, because this one's amazing. I wore this to school one day. I usually just wear like my cheapy Essence to school, but I think I had filmed in the morning or something, and I ended up wearing this to school. And I even had some students that were like, your eyelashes, oh my gosh, like they're so like long and thick and nice. And I was like, I know, it's because I use the bougie, like more expensive mascara, not just my Essence one, but people noticed is my point, and I really do think this makes a difference, especially if you put like 2 to 3 coats on. It's really, really nice, and I wear this if I want something that's going to be more dramatic, mascara wise or lash wise, but not quite to the extent of a lash. But it really helps with, like, you know, some looks a lash just helps because it like gives you the shadow on the outer corner of your lashes a little bit. I feel like this does pretty well without just the mascara. Here is, I'll show you the picture so you can see the difference. I feel like that's actually pretty true to what it does to your eyelashes. I've worn it before. I know if you look in the descriptions of videos, I've worn it before on camera if you want to see what it actually looks like. But that one is amazing. Okay, the next item I also don't have. I totally used it up, and it is the Murad Essential C Cleanser. And that is the same situation as the Guerlain, where I just have a lot of cleansers right now from subscription boxes, or even a few that I got cheap, you know, like I'm using a Hyram right now I got from TJ Maxx. It's actually really nice. But the Murad one, I like that one, specifically the Essential C one, because some cleansers I feel like are kind of burny around my eyes. It didn't do that. Some cleansers completely strip and dry my skin to the point where it's like borderline peeling. I had that issue with the Fenty Skin Cleanser. And like some cleansers just don't remove my makeup, especially my eye makeup, my mascara well enough. This one, this Murad cleanser is the only cleanser I have found that is like checks all of those boxes. It doesn't really strip my skin, it doesn't burn my eyes, but it does totally remove my makeup. So to me, I'm like, it's the full package. So I definitely would like to get that one again, but like I said, especially right now when I'm in a low buy, I can't justify repurchasing it when I have other cleansers and things that maybe aren't my favorite, but I do want to use up what I have before I continue to stack and grow more things sitting around in my collection. But that one is so good. Murad is amazing. I've really liked their products over the years, and even when I've talked to my dermatologist, when she just prescribed me this past year some prescription strength retinol to try to help with my skincare, I had told her I was using the Murad like before, and she's like, oh, that's actually a really good brand, like for over-the-counter is concerned. Like you can't get the prescription strength, but that is a good one. So she seemed to be in agreement that like if you're not using prescription strength, that is like a good brand to go with, at least according to one licensed dermatologist. You know, that makes me feel good about it. So yeah, if you need a cleanser, I highly recommend that one. And at number 10, this is the last item I'm going to recommend from the sale, and that is Pat McGrath palette. Now, if you're willing to wait, like I got this at the end of 2022, and I think Pat McGrath directly from their site was doing a 30% discount is when I got this, I believe. So if you're willing to wait to try to get it direct from them for a bigger discount, sure. If you feel like 10 or 20 or 15, whatever tier you're at is enough, this is a great one. This one that I have is the Mothership 9 Utopian Dream. And here's what it looks like. I'll leave linked. I did do a look with this one as well. I think it was the same one where I was trying out a bunch of new products. But it is gorgeous, especially this like purple shade. It is very special. And when I say special, I just mean like they're very iridescent, if you like iridescent shadows. But the mattes, of course, aren't iridescent. They are really, really nice and buildable. They're not too sheer, but they're also not like, oh my goodness, too much pigment. I feel like they're a nice happy medium of you can get a sheer wash or you can build them up. And not all of the shades are like special iridescence. Some of them are more like regular shimmers, but I still feel like they are very sparkly without being, you know, there's no glitter involved. So again, this one is really nice, and it is again the Mothership 9, which is the Utopian Dream. This is the only Pat McGrath product I have ever tried. So maybe some of the other palettes, like if you like those color stories better, maybe go with those. I would love to try blush from the brand. I keep looking at TJ Maxx to see, because I saw some people said the Bridgerton like little blush thing with the highlighters was in some of their stores, but I haven't seen it because I really did want to look at that. And I've heard good things about their foundation too. But you know, me personally, what I can recommend, what I've experienced is this palette. I'm gonna leave a couple things in the corner of things that I really would like. And again, I don't know, I just don't think I'm probably gonna buy them because I am only getting 10% off and I am on a low buy. But the things I really want to try, okay, are the Color Wow. There is this like anti-frizz spray that I'm pretty sure it's Laura Lee was the one that said she uses this, and her hair always looks great. It doesn't seem to matter what kind of leave-in conditioner or whatever I use, I always have flyaways no matter what I do, and the only way I can get rid of them is by straightening my hair. And especially if I want like a small curl in my hair like this, it feels so obnoxious and annoying to straighten it just to curl it. Like, other than that's what gets rid of the frizzes, like why? Why? I don't want to do that extra step. I did get with my Sephora points the last time I had enough points, and I haven't tried it yet, the Jonathan Van Ness like air dry leave-in cream that's supposed to help with frizz, so maybe that'll work. But I would like to try the Color Wow one too. And then the other item here that I really want to try is the new Danessa Myricks. Those like blush, they're like a cream to powder eye and cheek situation. They look so good. I've seen people use them in videos, and especially after my positive experience with this, because this is the only Danessa Myricks product I've tried up until this point. But I would like to try more from the brand since I did have such a good experience with that palette. And I am really loving cream blushes lately. Have you tried it? Do you know anyone who's tried it? What do you think? There's like a peachy colored one that I think looks really, really nice. I think it's called Bellini, even like a peach Bellini. So that is all, you guys. Those are my recommendations and my couple wish list items for the Sephora sale this year. Are you planning on shopping? Are you gonna get anything, or are you like window shopping? Do you have a wish list? Let me know in the comments down below, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye.